Hello, dear friends. Myself Dr. Surekha Jaiswal, Head Department of Physics, Moreshwar Arts, Science and Commerce College, Bokardan. Today we will see General Electronics, course code PHY 205, paper number 11. Now, today's contents are the unit gain buffer, voltage follower, and inverting adder, summing amplifier, and subtractor. Now, in previous article, we discussed about the operational amplifier and symbol of operational amplifier characteristic. Now, the operational amplifier has two inputs, out of which one is marked with plus sign and other is marked with negative sign. The plus input is called as non-inverting input and minus input terminal is called as inverting input. Also, a signal applied to the plus input will be appear in the same phase at the output. Therefore, that input terminal called as non-inverting input. On the other hand, a signal applied to the input will be shifted in phase 180 degree at the output. That's why called as inverting output. Also, we know about the characteristic. An ideal op-amp has the following characteristic like this. First, an infinite open loop voltage gain. This is the voltage gain when a differential input is given to negative feedback is used. And the second characteristic, that is the infinite input resistance. This is the resistance between the input signal to its input terminal. And third, that is the infinite input resistance results in zero input current and zero output offset voltage. Next characteristic, that is the common mode rejection ratio is infinite. The CMRR is the ratio of the voltage gain for differential input to the voltage gain for the common mode input. The output resistance RO of an op-amp is 0. This means that when a differential input is applied, the entire output voltage is developed across the load resistance RL, and there being no loss of voltage across the output resistance RO. Also, an ideal op-amp has an infinite bandwidth, zero propagation delay, response time. Now also we discuss operational amplifier, inverting amplifier. The basic circuit of an operational amplifier as an inverting amplifier. In inverting mode, the input is applied to the inverting terminal negative and non-inverting plus terminal is connected to ground. The amplifier is known as inverting amplifier because if the applied input voltage is positive, then the output voltage of amplifier V0 is negative in proportional with input signal. This means that an inverting amplifier phase shift of 180 degree occurs in between input and output voltage. Also we discuss non-inverting amplifier. The inverting amplifier circuit is the one commonly used in circuitry because It has better frequency stability. To use op-amp as a amplifier, the feedback is always provided to inverting terminal only. If the feedback is provided to non-inverting terminal, the operational amplifier works as a oscillator. The operational amplifier can be used as a non-inverting amplifier with feedback provided to inverting terminal. Now see the unit gain buffer voltage follower. One common application of operational amplifier is the unit gain buffer or voltage follower circuit. It is a useful special case of the non-inverting amplifier. The voltage follower or unit gain buffer provides a gain of unity, that is, one with no polarity or phase reversal. The circuit diagram of unit gain buffer is shown in figure. In this circuit, the inverting terminal is directly connected to the output terminal, means RF is reduced to 0 and R1 is made infinite. The differential voltage at 2 terminal is VD and the input voltage Vi is applied at 1 terminal, that is in between the non-inverting terminal and ground. The output voltage is taken at 3 terminals. By using Kirchhoff's law in above figure, we have V0, that is output voltage, equal to Vi plus Vd. The differential input voltage Vd for the operational amplifier is very small due to the large internal gain of the amplifier. Usually this input Vd is considered as 0, therefore equation 1 becomes V0 equal to Vi. The gain with feedback A dash is given by A dash equal to V0 upon Vi, that is equal to V0 upon V0. By using equation 2, A dash equal to 1. So equation 2 implies that the output voltage follows the input voltage at every instant and moreover both have the same magnitude and polarity. This circuit is appropriately called voltage follower or unit gain buffer. This is because the output voltage equals the input voltage, while the high input impedance of the operational amplifier acts as an extremely effective impedance buffer between the input and the next stage. Now see inverting adder, that is summing amplifier. Operational amplifier can be used to add several signals by connecting individual signal through resistor to the inverting terminal. The inverting adder is a logical extension of the basic inverting amplifier mode to multiple inputs and is shown in figure. As shown above, V1 is the voltage applied at 1 terminal. V2 is the input voltage applied at 2 terminal and V3 is the voltage applied at 3 terminals. The differential input voltage is considered at 4 terminals. At 5 terminal, the output voltage is measured. In this working, we have to show that the output voltage at 5 terminals is the sum of applied input signal V1, V2 and V3. The feedback is provided from output to inverting terminal through RF, and all input signals are applied to the inverting terminals. Therefore, sometimes this circuit is known as inverting adder. The general gain expression for inverting amplifier is A dash equal to minus RF upon RI, that is V0 upon Vi equal to minus RF upon R1. Therefore, V0 equal to minus RF upon R1 into V. For input signal V1 applied at 1 terminal, we get the output voltage VO at 5 terminal as V0 dash equal to minus R1 upon RF upon R1 into V1. Similarly, for the input signal V2 at 2 terminal, the output voltage V0 becomes V0 double dash equal to minus RF upon R2 into V2. And for input voltage V3, the output voltage V0 is V0 double dash equal to minus RF upon R3 into V3. The equation 1, 2 and 3 provides the individual effect. If input signal V1, V2 and V3 are applied at a time at inverting terminal, then we have to get a common output voltage as V0 equal to V0 dash plus V0 double dash plus V0 triple dash. So V0 equal to minus RF upon R1 into V1 plus minus RF upon R2 into V2 plus minus RF upon R3 into V3. Therefore, V0 equal to minus RF into V1 upon R1 plus V2 upon R2 plus V3 upon R3. This configuration is called voltage summer. When R1 equal to R2 equal to R3, then V0 equal to minus RF upon R1 into V1 plus V2 plus V3. If RF equal to R1, then V0 equal to minus V1 plus V2 plus V3. This equation shows that the output voltage of the amplifier is the sum of three input signal as V1, V2 and V3. Now subtractor. The operational amplifier can be used as a subtractor and its circuit diagram is shown in figure. In this figure, V1 and V2 are the input voltage applied at inverting and non-inverting terminals respectively. V1 is applied here, that is inverting terminal, and V2 is applied to the non-inverting terminal. So the output voltage V0 voltage is measured at 3 terminals in figure. By using superposition theorem, the output voltage V0 dash due to input V1 applied at inverting terminal is V0 dash equal to minus RF upon Ri into V1. The actual input voltage present at non-inverting terminal is, that is V I equal to RF upon RI plus RF into V2. Therefore, the output voltage V0 double dash due to input voltage V2 applied at 2 terminal is V0 double dash equal to 1 plus RF upon Ri into Rf upon Ri plus Rf into V2. If it we apply input voltage V1 and V2 simultaneously, then effective output voltage becomes V0 equal to V0 dash plus V double dash. Substitute the value of V0 from equation 1 and V0 from equation 3. In equation 4, we get V0 equal to minus Rf upon Ri into Vi plus Ri plus Rf upon Ri into Rf upon Ri plus Rf into V2. But if Ri equal to Rf, then the above equation becomes V0 equal to minus V1 plus V2 or V0 equal to V2 minus V1. This equation shows that the output voltage of the amplifier is subtraction of input voltage, that is V1 and V2. Thank you.